Welcome to Figure Feedback. My name is Jeremy, and today I want to show you this really cool filament storage solution system that I found over on Maker World. Now, this is called the Infinity Spool Tower, and it is just really useful. At least it has been for me. So basically, the way that this works is it gives you a way to store your filament, let's say like off in a corner without taking up a whole lot of space, which is great for me because even though I do have a place where I primarily want to keep my filament, as you accumulate more and more rolls, you will find that you start putting them kind of everywhere. And at least this is a cool 3D printed solution to help you. So here is basically how it looks. Now, each of these spool holders are printed individually, and each one takes less than 200 grams of filament to make. You make it out of whatever material that you want, but basically the way that it works is when you print them, you can choose to give it this infill pattern on the bottom, and you can set it up so that it doesn't have any top or bottom layers, and it just kind of gives this cool like aesthetic to it. It's optional, but you can do this if you want. And then once you print one, you can print another one. And since they have these holes at the bottom, all you have to do is just line them up and slot them right on top of each other. And then you continue to stack these on each other over and over and over again to make them as tall as you need them to be. There you go. Had a little trouble finding the hole. But anyway, and the other cool thing about this is no matter what size spool of filament that you have, well, normal spools of filament, not like your big 5 kilogram spools, but you know, they all just fit on here nicely. Like, so check this out. Here's just some eSun filament. You just slot it in just like that, you know? These are pretty much PLA, but these two down on the bottom were printed with nylon. I did one on the Raise 3D E3, and I did another one on the Bamboo Lab H2C, just to see how that was going to turn out. Nylon's super, super tricky. It was dry, but there's still a lot of stringing here and there. At least on the Raise 3D printer, there was a pretty decent amount of stringing, but functionally, they still work. And for all I need them to do, which is just basically hold on to my filament, it does it just fine. Of course, I recommend if you were going to do this, especially with different temperatures and humidities and stuff like that, probably a better idea to print it out of PETG. Perhaps even that Polymaker high temperature PLA, that can be really useful too. Or PETG, you know, whatever you want, you know, but whatever you find to be more convenient for you for what you're doing, you'll be able to print this out. And this is just one of those prints that when you are done with the helmets and the cosplay stuff and just like the fun things, and you're like, well, you know, I want to print something that's actually going to be useful, that I can actually use in the real world, and something that can actually prevent you from having to spend a lot more money on like a different type of storage solution. This is something that I think fills that gap that you are looking for, and provided but you can find the hole easily, you can slot it in easily as well. All right, so you can just take a look at the back. You see that they are all pretty much lined up, and yeah, this is great. So what I do here in this space, I just keep it off in the corner somewhere that you can't see. And when I need more filament, instead of just stacking them on top of each other and putting them on a storage crate or something like that, I can easily see them. So I will leave a link in the description to Maker World where you can go find this. I have absolutely no association with the person who created this and designed it and put it on Maker World. I just used it. I've been using it. These have been like this for many weeks, and it still holds up just fine. And the last time I checked, they now offer like a lid that you can print. So when you have this as tall as you want, you can just print out a lid and stick it on top so that the top, you know, just won't be open and exposed like that. So it's like they're still continuing to iterate on this, and that is a good thing. All right, so that is going to do it for now. Let me know what you think about this creation, or if you have any alternative 3D printed solutions for filament storage that you have been using. Let us know in the comments so that other people can go and check it out and decide which one is going to be the right and so they can decide which one is going to be the best fit for them. So that's going to do it for now. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Till next time, take care of yourselves, and I'll speak to you soon.